Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
We are live. Back.
Back.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice.
This is track is called El Sabio from Full Psychodelia, Lance Blunt y La Orquesta Galloso, out now in all platforms. Go check it out. This is real Peruvian music, you know. This is
Amen.
psychedelic cumbia. You know, there's a group called Los Mirlos did this kind of music 50 years ago from Peru, and they're touring Europe now, you know. Psychedelic cumbia. Okay, so time to get serious now. I'm with Mickey here, his producer. He comes from the Bay Area.
What's up?
He was telling me about his music career, all the artists he produced. Did you tour with the artists too or no?
I went to LA. I got a contract out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah. So I got the contract for 6 months, and I pretty much worked at the studio. So I was
Okay,
working
but were you live DJ too with the artist?
I did DJing, but I did that independently. I was just producing music. I was more of an engineer producer. So that's how I got my contract in LA for 6 months. They tried to give me another one for 6 months, which was for more money, but I didn't sign it. I was like, I could make more money in the Bay Area independently, so I went back. But yeah, I was in LA working for 6 months.
You were working in LA,
Yes.
but you preferred to go back to the Bay Area.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You knew more people there.
I knew I had way more connections there,
Yeah.
but I met a lot of famous people in LA. I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like who?
Rappers. I even met Snoop Dogg.
You did?
His real name is Calvin Brodus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calvis Broden.
Yeah, Brodus. But yeah.
Ah. Okay.
So but yeah, I met Spice One. I met E40. I met E40. They're from the Bay Area, those guys. But
E40, I heard.
yeah. So yeah, I've met a lot of people in LA too. That were, I guess big time or whatnot at that time.
I mean, it's LA, right?
Yeah, it's LA.
So those people live there. Right, Snoop's
No,
from LA.
Yeah, there are some people. You would think a lot more people who are famous live in LA,
But they don't really live there, right?
but they don't really live there because taxes are so high
Yeah.
in California.
And there's a lot of people there, a lot
Yeah,
of traffic.
there's a lot of traffic, a lot of smoking.
yeah.
So it's like a lot of people, like Snoop Dogg. How do you think he is? That dude is like almost 70 years old.
Yeah.
He's a grandfather.
Yeah.
It's like the guy is not young.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people who you would think that live in LA, but they just do an appearance there. They do a job there because obviously they pay you the most.
But do they live around LA? Like near LA?
No, a lot of people, a lot
they
of
moved to Texas, right?
yeah, they moved to Texas, Atlanta, because in the South too, it's the taxes are a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
But also the jobs don't pay as much as they do in California.
In LA, right?
But it kind of evens out because it's like,
I
this
get
job
it.
will not pay me as much, but I don't have to spend that much either on a house or food or things like that.
So they would only be worth it if you get like a really high paying job in LA, which is extremely high, like really high, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's like you work for the big companies or you gotta, I mean, it's not easy because it's competition also is so high.
Right.
It's like you think you're qualified.
So
but there's
that's,
like 30,000 people who are qualified
Yeah,
too.
no, forget about it. So that's one of the reasons you came to Peru, I guess, like with all your knowledge, your contacts, your experience in the States. Now you come to Peru and it's like there's a lot of artists out there don't even know where to produce and like this thing is just starting, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I mean, if it's the right situation and
I mean, like nowadays, it's like in Peru, it's a time when most people are like actually listening to music and going to shows and stuff.
Right.
Like 10 years ago or 20 years ago, there weren't even any shows and there were no rappers, there were no artists. Now there's a lot of artists. The thing is that like there are not like such big crowds, but you gotta get like all the artists together. Like I don't know, like I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you know? What do you know about the music scene in Peru?
I know people like to drink, they like to smoke, they like to dance in this country. They love to party until, and I'm talking about 3, 4 in the morning. They love doing that here. So
Yeah.
if it's the right type of music, and
Yeah.
obviously it's like, if we could gather a crowd depending on the type of advertisements we do and
Yeah.
the type of content that we do. Definitely, I mean, you could get an audience. I mean, I wouldn't, like when they did the show out there, and I DJ'd or something like that, it's like maybe there were less people, but the tickets were more. So obviously, too, here, it's like people don't make a lot of money, but it's like, so we charge them lower, but the content cannot be lesser either. We
Yeah.
can't give them, so we'll get more people. It's a lot, so it's cheaper.
Okay.
But again, here everything is cheaper too. So it's about doing it more consistently here too.
I got an idea. Like, let's say, for instance, I got right now I'm working on cumbia, right?
Right,
But we can do rap too, like hip hop, trap, whatever.
right,
What we gotta do is like know how to work with each crowd. Like for instance,
Right.
in the cumbia is more oriented to. I'm talking about musicians, right? Like musicians that they play an instrument. Like we do like jam sessions and we bring musicians. Like that's what I try to do in New York. Was
Right.
this like I started posting on the Musicians Wanted group. I'm looking for musicians, and I say, okay, I got this cumbia project. I'm looking for musicians to play jam, and they're always down to jam.
right,
They're always down to come. So when they start coming, you start getting them together. And then I say, okay, I got this song. I start inviting people, singers too. And I got like 10 people, 15 people who make music. And we get together regularly. And then we start making shows and calling more people to watch the shows and to come jam with us. And just when you got a lot of people together, then more people want to come. And then as people come in. And then we can think about like charging for a ticket, like
Right.
having a special night where people can come to jam and also like be part of an audience, right, and put content. But then like in trap, it's like we gotta put like an ad, like a shout out. How do you say like a call out?
yeah.
Like I'm calling rappers to come and they can audition,
It's
and
like
then
advertisement.
yeah, like we put an advertisement, and then we got like okay, but we gotta like give them something. Like we gotta like promise like we're looking for the next talent. We're gonna produce the next singer, and we bring them like 10 rappers. We make them record, and then we do a show, and we make them sing in the show.
Right,
And then they have to bring the people. They like you want to be an artist. Like part of being a rapper means people are gonna come watch you.
right. It's
Right.
like I think it's like what we should start off doing is start looking and inviting people that can sing, that can rap, and we invite them on this show, and we pretty much put on a beat, an instrumental, or
Okay.
whatever it is,
They can rap.
and we see who's who and what they got, and see,
Yeah. We can do like a contest.
since you're a musician and I'm a producer, I think between us we could figure out what the potential is of that person, and then we could go on from there.
And we can see how many people are liking and commenting, like what kind of audience they're bringing.
Exactly. Right? It's like, if somebody, exactly. If it's impressive, people are going to comment.
I'm thinking about putting on a contest and saying the winner's gonna get a free record from us. We're gonna.
They get a lot of people come up to me and they're like, they just want me to produce.
And the winner is gonna have like a song produced by Mr. Producer,
It could be
Mickey.
it could be
From the States, and
so
he's
it's
gonna
like
send it to his friends
Yeah,
over there.
it's like the thing is that we want to have somebody that we truly believe in, and at that we can work with that person at that point. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, for me, if we like, let's say, just making one song for someone is not a lot of work,
No.
and if we like do a shout out, okay, shout out, we're looking for the next rapper we're gonna produce. We got a producer from the States, and we're gonna do like a contest, and the best rapper is gonna get a free song produced by by Mickey,
Yeah.
Psychedelic Mickey.
Yeah, there it
He's
is.
gonna be a producer and vocal coach, and then we can also, sell like vocal coaching. There's a lot of stuff to sell, but what I mean, if we do this for this one person, but there's 50 rappers who signed up for the contest, and all of
Right.
them are trying to win. So if they're trying to win, they're gonna share, right? They're gonna have people listen, and they're gonna send the recordings, and okay, let's see, the one who gets the most shares and likes and posts is gonna be the winner. So by them sharing, the people are gonna know the show. We're gonna know our produce,
Right.
you know,
Right.
our production studio.
That Yeah, okay.
That's one idea, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. We could do that.
And also, we start by the people who are willing to put their work out for free, because the artists.
a lot of exactly. A lot of these people already have some work.
Yeah.
It obviously needs to be maybe polished.
Yeah,
I
or
get that. So that's where we come in, but it's like we listen
and we're only
look at-
gonna work with one. Actually, we're gonna give the prize to one, but they will gonna work all the way to be the winner.
Right.
we could
I mean,
work
if
with
we're
two or
making
three if they pay,
right.
you know?
I mean, depends. Yeah, it depends. If we're making a contest, obviously, but there's also first, second, and third place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they also maybe there was one who didn't win, but he got the money to pay, and then he paid. We can
yeah,
sell them.
it's like we could definitely do that if we're
if we're selling that
if,
service.
if-
right?
yeah, it depends if it's that service that we're giving to. It's like we want to promote it and put it out there. If somebody's willing to pay, it's like okay, But if I guess if we,
also, like-
but if we are working with somebody, that's gonna be under us. I think it is.
Yeah.
We definitely gotta believe in that person, and
Yeah.
we gotta see their capability at that point. It's like if we're just selling a product, it's like
Yeah,
I
no,
really,
I know.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I really don't care what they do with it.
Yeah. No, if they paying us to work
Yeah,
with them, we just work. We finish, and that's it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I was in the United States, and I produced. I had this song that I produced. I produced for a 12-year-old white girl.
Okay. Yeah.
His dad paid me.
Yeah.
He
That's a
paid me a
client.
lot of money. I was
That's
like,
called a client.
That's a client. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. She was like, how does she sound? Like Beyonce? I was like, she is fucking amazing. She's not.
She's not.
But I'm gonna tell the dad that. I'm like, where's my money now?
Yeah, I mean, no, that's totally fine. So okay, so what I'm saying is, if we set up the contest, we get like 50 rappers all battling for the contest. We can even do battles for them, like they like weekly battles, and you gotta
Right.
vote for your favorite rapper and
yeah,
all.
we could do rap battles.
Right. We do live rap battles, But
mean-
then we get the winner. We get to the winner, and the song that the winner's gonna record is gotta be like a great song. Like it's gotta sound
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
yeah, it's-
And then all of the runner-ups are gonna say, "Fuck, that's a great song. I want a song like that."
Right.
I want to work with them. Who made that song? So we do one song for free, but the other 50 are gonna say, "I want to record with that guy. I see what he can do."
Like,
you
yeah,
know?
that would be what you want at the end. We want.
Right.
Yeah, at that point, we definitely want that. But
Yeah, because
You
I mean, because we don't need like someone to blow up or someone like we're waiting for someone to blow up. No, we need to show that we can do a good job,
exactly.
and then people see that.
Exactly.
Okay, I want to record with them.
And we're also in Peru, so it's
Yeah.
like when we're looking at going viral, blowing up. I mean,
Yeah.
First of all, we need our people
Yeah,
in this country to back us up.
yeah,
And then at that point, it's like, I know that we speak English and we do the whole thing
yeah.
that's foreign, so people could understand us in the United States. But the reality of the situation is
That's
that
really
we're in
important,
Peru.
too. Yeah, but that's really important too. Like we gotta like, um, I don't know. Like we gotta really know who's watching. Like if we can
Exactly.
make it like show the states like look
Ex-
what we're doing in Peru. Like look all these
exactly.
Peruvian rappers battling, and
Right.
that's something that could be seen in the states,
Right. It's
right?
exactly.
But I what I really want to do is like if we got like we gotta if we have a lot of rappers, each of them have their own audience. So
Right.
whenever we bring them together, then we're
Right.
gonna like bring all the audience together, and there's like a
Right.
solid audience. Like in the battles, the one that's voting for him is gonna listen to the other one.
And at that
So
point, if we
everyone,
have Spanish speaking or Peruvian rappers, it's like
yeah,
okay,
we can switch to Spanish.
yeah, we gotta switch the podcast to Spanish
But
because
that's
it's like
okay.
we
They're not even gonna understand. But it's gonna be look cool because it's like we speak English, we are talking to the global audience, and it's like okay, we gotta switch, and then we talk to the locals. It's like you switch to you can okay, and then you talk to
Right.
the global audience.
I mean, yeah, we could definitely translate.
We gotta
what
speak
you say.
Spanish too, right?
But yeah, I mean,
You
it's
don't
like
you don't have
we.
to. Speak.
That's why
I have to speak Spanish.
exact. But we gotta look at the subscribers who's watching the podcast,
Yeah,
and we're like,
exactly.
where are they? Are they in England? Are they in
Yeah,
Peru?
yeah,
Are
yeah.
they in the United States? Were they?
Yeah.
So at they in China? It's like,
Yeah.
so
But
we
still,
also
it's gotta seem like it's an American thing. So that's like all the Peruvian rappers gonna say like this is part of
Right.
an American thing. It's an American,
I mean, yeah, I
looks
mean-
like a bigger thing.
exactly. So it's like at that point, it's because we're also, I think that we are uh, providing. There's a lack of opportunity in this country.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yes,
like
I
we're
know.
also at the same time that we're doing this,
Uh-huh.
we're trying to open up a market, but we understand too, and we're doing this in English because it's like they're in Peru at least. We're not in Mexico or we're not in any other country.
Yeah.
We know that the United States has an open market.
Yeah.
It's an open market, so we're trying to open up to that, to you guys. So we need you as subscribers,
Exactly.
but it's like because we understand that there's
They don't
really
have the
no
resources
market.
and-
We don't there's no
no market
open
here.
market in Peru.
And
That's
yeah.
why we're doing this.
No, the thing is that in Peru, the artists have a different mindset, and the
They
business
do.
is not as developed.
No,
so
it's
we
not.
gotta come in and get
The
all the
hospitals
artists
are
together.
not even as developed.
Okay, that's a different topic. That goes hand in hand with corruption. And
There was a lot of open corruption here. Open. I mean, you see it.
there's a lot of things going on, but we are very aware of what's going on. Like
Exactly.
we know, like these kids don't have resources. We're gonna help them. We're gonna
Yes.
open them to a bigger market.
Exactly.
And then we're gonna come and we're gonna put everything in order, right? Because there's a lot of people who actually like rap music and like to listen.
Oh, they're
they don't
just-
know where to go. Like they don't know where's a rap club, where's
No.
like a hip hop club, and
No, they don't
Alright.
know. And it's like a lot of people look down at certain like rap music or whatever, they like salsa or whatever. So they think, what do they call that word? Oh, tú eres una piraña. Or algo así. Yeah, I've heard that shit.
to
here.
rappers, calling rappers that.
Or yeah, they
kind
think
of, yeah.
because you're
It's
from
kinda like
the
streets.
street.
Yeah.
Yeah, you steal candy. I'm like,
Yeah.
so that has nothing to do with it. But that's why too the ignorance here. There is
Yeah.
no open market to it because of the ignorance of the thinking. It's like music is music. I don't give a shit what kind of music it is.
Yeah.
So we want to open up somewhere that it already has opened up, which is the United States.
Yeah.
That's very important. So we need your support, your subscribers. We need your. It's a development that you guys already have had that we haven't had in this country. So that's what we're looking
Right.
for. And it's like we need you guys. We need you guys. Definitely. So it is very crucial, I think, very important that we have the plan set up.
Yeah.
How are we gonna make it? Who's who and what's what?
Yeah.
That a lot of people just launch channels or podcasts, and they really don't know who's gonna support them, who's gonna back them up.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that you could say that people are gonna take offensively, and we definitely don't mean to offend anybody. We're just being us, and we're being us all the time. At the same time, we're trying to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without offending anybody. But there are gonna be some topics. There's gonna be some things that are said that some people are gonna get offended to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about that.
We don't mean to offend nobody. It's just that's the way things. It's just personal opinions.
I mean, I don't worry too much about that. I'm just trying to watch my words. But if we're gonna work with a lot of people, someone's gonna say some.
Yeah,
offensive.
somebody's gonna. But especially we're inviting.
That's okay. That's okay. That could be positive actually because it brings eyes. Some controversy.
Yeah, it could,
some controversy is good.
Some controversy. I mean,
we're gonna have the rappers talk, and they do talk shit.
Yeah, they talk shit. That's what I'm saying.
That's what
they do. That's what they do to go viral. Some of them do it purposely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like 2 days ago, there was a thing with. Have you ever heard of Leslie Shaw?
I think I've heard.
She's a singer.
Yeah.
She's like she was first she started with punk rock, then she became like urban, like rap, and then now she's into cumbia. And people be saying like she was just not good at rap, and that's why she's changing cumbia because she want to make money. Like she go into a more commercial genre, right? But now she's saying like there are no good rappers in Peru. Like all the rappers are shit, and that's why I don't like the genre because they cannot collab with anyone. So now she switched to cumbia, and she's trying to make cumbia like just for money. Like when this is real cumbia, listen, this is cumbia.
Right.
And then I got a friend, an artist. It's called Rich White. He got like 300K followers on Instagram. He used to date a model, Angie Jiwaja, Well, whatever. And he was like talking shit to her, like you only say this because you suck at rap, and now you're trying to like talk shit to all the rappers, and you want to go into cumbia and shit. But her song is actually pretty good. But it's like a cumbia pop, totally different to my cumbia. This is like psychedelic, She got like cumbia pop, like
I mean, it's when you're talking about music, it's like I guess it's kind of too. Sometimes it's like I compare it to paintings.
Paintings, yeah.
Like art.
Yeah.
Art is art.
Yeah.
So, me personally, I when I got sick, I guess, and
right.
I'm in the wheelchair.
What happened then? Like, how did that start?
Well, it started when I was younger. I think it's a genetic disease.
Yeah.
Called ataxia. It's from my family.
Okay.
So when I started, I think I started noticing like in my senior year when I was in physical education PE. I was like, he's my friend now. There's this fat black kid. His name is Melvin, but he's a good guy. He's still my friend. He drives buses.
Okay.
Shout out to Melvin. What up, Mel? But yeah, but this guy. I mean, he was a kid. He was like 300 pounds already. He was the hella fat, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then we had to run a mile every Wednesday.
He had to run a mile?
Everybody,
from
right?
School, cross country.
So I'm running, and I'm like, I can't run that fast. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Because when I was a kid, I would be the first one, right?
Right.
That finish. And now I'm like with this guy. So that's how we became friends. Because I was running with the fat kid, right?
So it's all about your legs. Something with your legs.
No,
it's your spine.
My legs are fine. It was just like it's the brain. I think it's called ataxia, and it's like just this genetic thing that like takes away like body balance.
Right.
So that's also why I slur a little bit when I speak.
Right.
So so it started developing, and pretty much I was going to work in music, and I was doing DJing too on the weekends sometimes. So imagine I had to go to a club like Red Velvet or something like that in San Francisco
Okay.
on a Saturday, and it's like 2,000 people or something like that.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a party. It's a DJing
Yeah,
party.
yeah. And you were going
And
to be the DJ.
yeah, and it's like it's also like until 1, 2 in the morning over there, right? So
Yeah.
I'm all tired, and I'm like seeing double vision,
Yeah.
and I'm just kind of like, oh, and this genetic disease, if you want to call it, it's like progressing. So that was part of the reason why I stopped doing that. So that's when I started going. And that's what I mean. When it's like when she says rappers suck, and I'm like,
yeah. Okay.
I compare it also to art. You
Yeah,
know, now it's like Ataxa, it's like no bounds.
Yeah.
But when I stopped doing music, I was kind of depressed, and I was at home. I was like, I can't get on stage.
Yeah.
You know, I was for a couple of years, and then I met this lawyer. Shout out to Belinda, this white lady. She was a lawyer in San Francisco, and her daughter, was hearing the productions I made, and
Okay.
she told her mom, because I went to the lawyer's office for some kind of reason to sign some papers. She was working in the building, and she was like, oh, my daughter heard your productions or whatnot, and I was like, oh, that's nice. She was like, yeah, you should. She said, I'm also representing this disabled person who happens to do art, right?
Okay.
And she's like I'm making 15% of the sales, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's how I got it. So, like I said, I never taken a class. I was not a good student, so I've never taken a class of music. I've never taken a drawing class, a coloring class, nothing. So
Do you know how to draw?
no. So what happened is, like, if you look me up on Google, you type my name,
Okay.
So
Life, look.
type Miguel Chacon.
Yes. But I wanna share it.
Yeah.
Okay. Miguel Chacon, no?
Yeah. Type Miguel Chacon. Artist. Put the artist.
Artist?
Yeah. So that's me.
It's you?
Yeah.
How long ago?
So yeah, I was just like 4 years ago or something like that.
No way.
Yeah, that's me. All these Bruce Lee's, that's all
Bruce
me.
Lee? That's
Yeah,
cool.
so that's me. And so I'm selling my art there.
Really? You did a gallery?
Yeah,
You did
so
a show, an
yeah,
art show.
all those paintings are me.
This is you, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
So that, did you see the manager? You see that?
manager, Yeah.
No, so it's like the disabled guy.
Uh huh.
He used to call me their manager, and he drew that. He's like, like when he was a kid, like a bus ran over him, and he's still alive. It's this black guy. His name is Billy. So yeah. So I was doing art. So actually, press this.
Which one? This? Bruce Lee?
No, this one.
This one?
Yeah. So I was going around the United States, and I even went to Europe, and I was getting paid. So this by me. I was called the Observer.
No audio?
It should be. So I
Where
did that.
this flower
That's insane. Because I made a cloud with a paper and a ladder.
grows.
Uh huh. You did all this?
Yeah.
You did this ladder?
Yeah. With paper mache.
And this the POA?
Yeah, so you have to like pay to get into heaven. But I made a ladder like you do while you're still alive.
You gotta pay to get into heaven?
Yeah.
That's a concept?
Yeah, it was psychedelics, man.
Psychedelics.
That's
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was your expo?
yeah, that was my expo. It's called the Observer. So,
And these, that's your painting too? No.
all of them are my paintings.
All of them are your paintings?
All of
Oh,
them.
wow.
So yeah,
How did you find so much time to paint? You had some time.
yeah. I had one thing I did at halftime, I
Right.
was,
That was. I mean, you painted. Yeah, that was the thing you did.
yeah, I was painting, and then that was one of, well, it wasn't my first show, but I think it was the Diet Center. I was doing it in California, San Francisco. And then I went to New York. I went to Texas. I went to Miami. I was going to a lot of museums doing shows and doing
Really?
paintings.
You were touring with your art
Yeah.
show.
So all these pictures that you see on Google I was like at some kind of museum, and they're taking a picture of me.
Yeah.
So I was doing. So this was after the music.
After the music.
After the
you
music.
did this too?
Yeah,
This you
I did that with my own hands. I cut it with a knife. I was doing like a wrestling ring.
That's pretty cool. Dude.
Yeah. So
You did this one?
yeah.
This guy? did
No.
it?
Yeah. So I was doing. That's Andre 3000.
Yeah. Because it got high, right?
Yeah. They got that.
No, Outcast.
My baby don't mess
yeah.
around because yeah. So yeah, I was doing like
Art shows.
art shows after the music. So that's how I really found my way back into art. You know, and that it was the music that it was. I don't know what the rest of the pictures are, but it was.
Your mariachi band.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But I was doing so that's what I mean when I say it's all. I'm not obviously look at the pictures. I'm not like the best.
Yeah, I know, but you got your style. And
Yeah, I'm not technically. If you want to talk at the technical level, I'm not the best. But I sold all those. I sold them. I sold them for like. I think this Godzilla.
So that's it. Some place someone bought it. And it's
Yeah,
someone's
yeah,
house.
I used to sell for like 2,000 sometimes, so like paintings. So yeah, it was crazy. So I was making money off that, and eventually, I was like, I'm gonna stop judging myself. I think,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm not like, oh man, I wish I could still do the music and be on stage and dance and all this kind of thing. And I was like, that's when I started, realizing and I started accepting, well, okay, you have what you have,
Yeah.
but that doesn't take away from you being an artist. And, so at that point, I started to change my mind. I think a lot of people, that's Afghanistan. So I was doing that. So at that point, I started stop being so judgmental.
Yeah.
I think I was too judgmental, especially because I think when I was 18 years old, and I think it was a trauma I had because I wanted to really not be a producer. I wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I gonna rap if I don't have any beats?
Right.
That's how I started producing.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I need beats. I was like, so at that point, I didn't know that, I was gonna sell or anything like that. But I cannot tell you either that I didn't have confidence in myself, because at 18 years old, even though I knew I was not going to go to school, not going to go to college, nothing like that, I was like, I had this music dream, and I was like, you know what? I was okay, I guess, at that point. I was able to walk, and I was thinking,
Right.
I said, if this person could do it on television, I could do it too.
I get it.
You know? So I had a lot of confidence in myself.
Yeah.
With the sickness, I think I was losing that. And then when the art shows came around, I was like, okay. And then my painting started selling, which I never taken a class either.
Wow.
I gained my confidence back. So, this is the reason too. I'm back today, and okay, let's do this. Let's make music again.
That's so cool, man. That's a really inspiring story, man. I'm gonna give you a chance to tell it all, really, because Yeah, I mean, and this is a big topic because this being an artist thing, like that's exactly what you said, man.
Yeah.
I see this guy on TV doing this, and I think I can do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But they
yeah.
put it on purpose. That's the thing, and that
Right.
guy is put there for a reason.
Right.
It's not. It's not even because he's good. You could be
No.
better than those rappers, right?
Never know.
But
yeah.
he's put there because that's why it's put there. So you see him, you see, wow, it's so cool. So then you compare it. Do I want an office job? Do I want to
Right.
work? I
Right.
want to do what he does, right?
Right.
But that's like a little trap. But hey, I gotta take a break. We're gonna now change the format to another video. We're gonna say goodbye listening to some
All right.
good cumbia. This is called Cumbia Oscura. You will find this track in full Psychodelia. You will see Mickey here. That's right. We'll be back in a minute.
Peace.